All right, so we got MIMO, which is another penny stock following the penny stock craze, starting with the CRGE was the first penny stock to really start to make a move. And in sympathy, or a few days after the next trading day, we got PHUN, which was the next hot penny stock. And now we got MIMO from 8 cents all the way up to 32 cents. So pretty decent gap. That's 300%, which is really good. Seems to be like we got a penny stock kind of theme going here. We'll see how high this goes. The 200 EMA is at 41 cents. We'll see if it can get over that. It will be a bit of a struggle. The daily chart, or at least the 180-day chart, does not look too pretty on this one, with lots of pops and drops. So, that is definitely going to work against the momentum on this one. But if we can clear 40 cents, maybe we can get it to or 50 cents, 60 cents, maybe up to $1, which would be nice. We can get up to $1, but I don't think so. That would be a massive, massive surge from 8 cents up to $1. That's equivalent of, what was that, $8 up to $100 or something like that. Okay. Let's see what else we got on the scan. Looks like ZVSA. So ZVSA. This one, another penny stock, sort of following the trend, but we did not hold the highs at all. But very nice move from 70 cents up to $1.30. Let's see if there's news on that. So ZVSA, peer-reviewed article linking inflammasome activation to triple-negative breast cancer brain metastasis. I think that's how you say it. And what was the news for MIMO? We can take a look at that. Airspan to become, which is the company Airspan, to become a key player on the new 450 MHz spectrum with a vRAN solution. So 5G network, open-to-open RAN solutions is designed to announce a strategic entry into the utilities market. Radio access network is RAN. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent news. The float. Let's take a look at the float. We'll pull up FinViz. Oh, 5 million shares. Very low. Very high insider ownership, 5 million share float. I think we might see this move because we're already at 75 million shares of volume traded. We turned the float 14 or 15 times on this thing. 14 or 15 times. There's only 5 million shares available for ownership unless the insider starts selling today. But which could happen. We could see resistance because of that, but I don't know. It depends how long the insiders are holding. If they're holding from all the way up here, $1 a share, $2 a share, $3, $4, $5 a share, they're not selling for 30 cents a share. So we could see some more movement at the open on this one. The one thing I do want to just keep in mind is that CRGE, when CRGE ran, it topped out at 10 cents to 34 cents. Ran from 10 cents, ripping up to 34 cents. And PHUN, this one ran from 10 cents also up to 48 cents. So we're kind of in that range of topping between 30 and 40 cents. You know, the first rally we topped out at 36 cents, and then we had a nice pop to 48 at the end of the day before the inevitable drop there of the offering. But you know, if MIMO follows the footsteps of that, you know, maybe we have, you know, to the 200-day EMA will be the first target of 41. If we can break cleanly over 41 and up towards 50, then we're looking for the break of 50. But the 200 EMA is going to definitely act as some sort of resistance up at 41 cents. So I just want to keep that in mind, especially, you know, because of those previous penny stocks, past 2 days have been topping between 30 or 40 cents. But if we can break 50, then I don't see why we can't make it up to $1. It has a 5 million share float, so very small. So we might see this move a little bit faster than we saw CRGE and PHUN. What's up, Baja Express? Welcome back. Hope you guys did good yesterday. And these penny stocks, the penny stocks. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see how Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin's still on a pullback. Yeah, let's say 42,000. I literally started buying this IBIT at the high at $29. I only bought $100 worth though, so if only 4 shares, I could add more just to kind of average down. But I definitely wanted to get in on the Bitcoin action through the ETF rather than trying to own it directly. But I think, yeah, maybe if we pull back, I guess. Maybe, you know, I could definitely add a little more in the pullback here. Bring my average down a little bit. I'm only in $100, so 4 shares. I knew it was, I had a feeling I was buying the top. I had a feeling I was buying the top. But I'm sure once we break 50,000, I'm sure it'll make a pretty decent move. SPY still kind of holding up this nice rally. Haven't quite broke high all-time highs yet. But we'll see, because I guess they're anticipating to cut rates in the summer or late spring or summer. So maybe when we see that, usually the statistic is that we actually have a pullback in the market when they start to cut rates, and then it starts to pick up again. But I don't know. I haven't really experienced a huge recession yet, so I don't know. I honestly don't know, because it seems like we're due for one of these, but who knows when that's going to happen. And if we go back to a low interest rate environment, inflation could pick back up, and then we can, you know, go parabolic again in the market, which would not be good. But it's all because of the debts. All because of the debts. Got to print more to pay off more and more debts, and then borrow more to pay off that debt, borrow more to pay off that debt. That's what they do. That's what we do. Forever indentured servants. How was yesterday? Did you trade PHUN? Made 3,200? Wow. Wow, very nice. $3,200. Wow. I'm curious, what was your entry and exit? Was it one entry, one exit, kind of holding it, or did you like scalp it? I was trading PHUN. I only made like 100, 150 bucks on it. I wasn't trading as aggressive as I should have been. I really didn't think we'd have to see something like that, but kind of caught me off guard. Yeah, 4 trades, nice, very nice. So you must have been trading with like 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 shares. Very nice. Don't spend it all. Yeah, 20,000 shares. Yeah, that's where what I should have been trading. Yeah, I think we might see MIMO run a little bit more. I think it's possible. What I was doing an analysis on it, we have a 5 million share float. So there's 75 million shares outstanding, but 64% or whatever it is, 80% of the float is owned by insiders and institutions. So it brings the float down to 5 million shares on MIMO. And I can pull up the FinViz. And the amount of volume you're traded so far, well, let's just get this straight. 5 million shares float on a penny stock, that is like micro of the micro market cap. Like the market, well, yeah, 70, even 75 million shares outstanding on a penny stock is crazy low, but 5 million share float, like that's like $1 million. Like all you need is $1 million, and this thing can go from like 20 cents to 40 cents or 50 cents. Like this thing can really open up. And if the bulls are on the right side, of course, bulls got to be on the right side. They got to be in control, of course. But yeah, for a 5 million share float on a penny stock, does not take a lot of volume or a lot of money to move the stock. So we could really see a rip. We've already traded 75 million shares pre-market, which returned the float. That means return the float 14 or 15 times already. So that could really, speed things up. And that's probably why we've already seen that 300% move pre-market versus over the course of the entire morning. So we might see a move, at least a test of the 200 EMA, which is at 41 cents. So the first target on MIMO would be 41 cents. PTPI moving. Okay, nice call out for PTPI. So we might see MIMO continue to the 200 EMA, which is at 41 cents. After that, we'll see if we can hold over that level. But if you look at the daily chart, it doesn't look too good. It does look like it pops and then drops, so you guys want to be careful. PTPI though, PTPI. Let's see. This one has news. announces completion of its phase 2 equivalent study. Decent price range. I don't know if I'm going to trade it though, Premarket here. I like it. It's a nice 1 to 2 spread. That's good. PTPI, we've traded this before. We know it has a history of making big moves. Has a very low float, under 2 million. PTPI, let's take a look. PTPI, 1.3 million share float. I don't know, looks pretty good here. Breako back over 2. Nope. Cut that at 95. I thought we were going straight for it right there. It's alright, tiny loss, keeping it tight. Don't want to be holding through the, I could be holding right now down 12, 13 cents. I don't need to be doing that. I think this could be it. Lower volume on the pullback. Kind of bottoming tail here. I don't want to be taking big size yet. Dang, is it coming down more? Back to 80s. I don't want it down here. Careful on this dip here. Okay. Jesus. Oh. All right, that's it. That's it for me. For a freaking pre-market. Jesus. Man, that was some crazy fills there. From 91, flipped 78 in the blink of an eye. Alright, well, max loss pre-market. I'm not trading this freaking stock anymore. Pre-market at least. Yeah, I freaking, I got there at the low. I took profit. Got back in for the break of 2. Because I thought we would rip back up to 210. And pull back to 195. And then took a small loss and then added back at 90s. Because I thought we'd hold the bottom there and at least a test again. And then it flipped 78. Yeah, it is what it is. This is why I do small size. Pre-market. Yeah. At least I'm only down $58. I can make that back pretty easily. But doesn't look good for PTPI. Does not look good for PTPI. We got to hold that area. Hopefully curl back up maybe near the open. MIMO. I guess MIMO at the open is going to be the one there. Caught the front side of the PTPI. Yeah, that looks like it was clean. That front side there. It's got to hold this area. Hopefully curl back up. But hopefully that does not sting my confidence too much into the open. But MIMO. Yeah, looks like it's fading. PTPI. Didn't even break to. Oh no, we broke it by a penny and rejected. MIMO might be the one. Might be the one. I'm not trading until the market open. I'm locking up my montage for right now, my trader right now, so I'm not trading. I think MIMO might give something here at the open. Take a look at the 180 day. A lot of times when it pops up, it drops right back down. What's the volume like here? 75 million. Yeah, so these are this is on 32, 53 million. Yeah. I don't remember it popping up on these days though. I don't think we've traded this before. But this has like almost 100 million shares in volume traded. But that's at the open, so at the open, this is going to get like 3 times the volume. So we're definitely going to surpass volume on these days by a long shot. So I think we might clear these highs. They might clear these highs. I think we'll be able to clear these highs. Now, I do want to put a level at 41 just to remind myself that that is the 200 daily EMA. Yeah, I think I'm just going to focus on MIMO, which looks like it's going to be the only one that's really looking good here at the open. PTPI is fading way too off the highs. Just, you know, just got to accept, you know, what happened is what happened, and move on to the next setup. You know, learn from that mistake of, well, I guess it wasn't really a mistake. I guess that trade, I would have taken that trade again. Like it would have been a decent trade. It just didn't work out. And I cut it as soon as I could cut it, and that's it. That's the end of it. There's nothing else I could have done. So moving on from that mentally, And now focusing here on MIMO, and the day could still be good. So don't want to get tied up in that mentally. So MIMO, I think if we can consolidate, we might see a nice dip and rip and test of the highs. For share size, looks like I still got PTPI here. So all right, so for share size, I want to start small, you know, until I can get a couple base hits and then size up from there. Maybe target share size by 15,000 minimum, 15 to 20. Someone's calling out Roma. I don't know. Doesn't look like that great a volume. 32,000, 42,000. I don't know, it's potential. It's potential. I think it is potential. Roma. I'll keep it on the side chart for Roma. It looks like it just kind of republished its news catalyst here. It says Airspan revolutionizes utilities market with groundbreaking end-to-end solution. I like those words, revolutionizes and groundbreaking. That's definitely going to capture some attention. So we'll see. If we can get some Momo on Mimo. BFRG, you're calling out. Yeah, I think it's potential. I'll put an alert there around 350, 360. Roma holding up. PTPI back down to 140s. Jesus Christ, what a piece of crap. What a piece of crap. Roma. This one's holding up. This one is holding up. I know the spread might be a little wide on Roma. Oof, 7-8 cents at times. I kind of like this consolidation here on MIMO, consolidating above VWAP. Kind of holding the higher low here potentially. Maybe we get a test of VWAP and a curl up. Or maybe we get something like this. Or, you know, doesn't even need to pull back there if it doesn't want to. Could just go right up to the highs. Depends how strong it is. It depends if Momo is in the right direction at the open. So I just want to ride the momentum. If I can identify the momentum is still there, kind of lifting the price, I just want to like jump on and just hang in there for the ride a little bit. I want to hang in for the ride and not cut my wins too early on this one. Sometimes with these penny stocks, you got to give it a little room. So hopefully, you know, we can get green here on MIMO and call it. All right, I'm going to get geared up here for the open. Hit that thumbs up button for me on the way out. Hit the subscribe button if you're a new viewer. Day trading is risky. Most people do lose money. My results are not typical. Well, today maybe my results are a little bit more typical because I am down $58. So trading is risky. All information is for educational and entertainment purposes only. As well, be aware of scammers and impersonators trying to message you. There have been lots of reports of fake accounts trying to impersonate me to try to scam subscribers and Discord users out of money. So be careful. Don't share any personal information or send money. I will never trade for you or any of that nonsense. So beware of that. But thanks for tuning in for the pre-market pump. Hopefully you guys get green today. Hopefully you guys can capture some of this momentum. This penny stock craze is continuing today, so hopefully we can get a couple more opportunities here on MIMO. But I think market overall is still a little bit on the colder end. But we'll see. MIMO definitely fits the bill as far as those other stocks that ran with CRGE and PHUN. So if the momentum is still here on MIMO, I definitely want to jump on it and capitalize on it and get aggressive. So that's been my plan today. Stay calm, cool, and collected. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.